Welcome back to A Burned Man Walks Down the Desolate Corridor. Last time we met with a rather unfortunate ending. The ending in the route which I presume was pursuing the death of Amelia Wonderley, which ended with Kristoff's involvement with Amelia Wonderley and her death. Weirdly, the letters that were found in the one false end made me think that it was Joseph involved with Amelia concerning the case that he was detective for, where he pegged her as the suspect. A bit of guilt, making right what he made wrong. If the factual piece of the puzzle ending is to be believed, then that was completely a setup, which is intriguing. So we've gone about as far as we can in here, so let's start over and see where that takes us. This is... Right then. I guess your story's pretty simple. You arrived at the office, found it locked, smelled blood, and broke it. Okay, so this is right after we find Joseph Sternwood's body. By that time, Mr. Sternwood had already passed away. Well, he didn't really pass. It's more like, someone pushed him away? Sure, why not? Now then, I have to ask again, just to be sure. You didn't touch anything, did you? I didn't, no. I will admit to touching the body, yet I only did so to check if he was alive, naturally. Naturally. Something wrong, Detective? No, just, something about the scene's a bit off to me. Off? Might have an idea on what he means by that. Well... let's try suggesting something. Could it have something to do with this? The card? That card. It looked really out of place, thinking about it. I mean, the office itself looked pretty tidy. There to be a random card on the floor seems a bit strange to me. Really now? You've never seen this card before? Not that I remember, no. I see. In that case, I guess I don't have any reason to elaborate, now do I? Oh, touché. Just... don't go spreading the fact that you saw that card around, okay? People misremember things all the time. It'd be a shame if you caused a panic because of that. That's... is it supposed to imply I have a bad memory? Not at all. The last thing I need is people talking about the killer. Whoops! Sorry, what? What? Did you just say that? Shelley the killer? I see. This is the killer's infamous calling card. So infamous I didn't recognize him. You okay there? The killer. Justice? Shelley the killer. Oh. Uh-oh. No, stop. You have to breathe, Justice. Let's just ignore that random snafu and try again. Oh, we're having a problem. Just breathe, okay? You'll deal with it later. So how about that bad luck? You okay? Yeah, just, sick a bit. That's all. It's normal. It happens. The killer. All the people in the world to cross paths with. Well, anyway. I only have one more question. What were you two gentlemen doing there in the first place? That dope. Back to tell the truth and lie like a dog. Let's lie like a dog. We're planning on hiring Mr. Sternwood to look into something for us. Oh? Indeed. While business has been somewhat slow, there are a few notable cases that interest me. It never hurts to keeping tabs on someone, now does it? I suppose. Even if I'm not sure I approve of your choice. I happen to know a thing or two about Sternwood. Not the most pleasant of people, honestly. Always marching to the beat of his own drum. There were quite a few rumors about him. Standard stuff. Corruption, forgeries, blah blah blah. Huh, really? If this is murder, I think potential suspects are all around us at the moment. Cops these days don't take too kindly to crooked ones, after all. Oh, if only we lived in a world where that was true. No doubt. To be fair, it's mostly just rumors, so who knows? Either way, your explanation makes sense, I suppose. So with that, I'd say this interview has reached its conclusion. Thank you for your cooperation. You two gave each other alibis for the entire day, so you're not considered as suspects. What are you gonna do now? Well, annoyingly, this shot went straight through the poor guy's brain. Can't seem to find the bullet. So figuring what type of gun I think we've been through this. Was I just as likely? I need to worry about that. Find everything out in due time. You mean once it's all wrapped up? Ideally, yes. And if things go less than ideally? I guess I'd have to accuse you of not giving me enough credit here. I'm sure I'll manage to figure it out. Right, of course. To be fair, he actually does. As suspicious as a key. There's not much that hasn't been said about the man at this point. Master assassin that values loyalty and trust above all else. Still at large, due to the fact that he hides his identity well. Facial surgery goes a long way these days, after all. Said that he'll take any job, provided that clients follow simple rules. Or rather, just one. Don't cross him. The ultimate benefit of having an assassin is discretion. Naturally, an assassin has the right to ask the name of his client. Or the same of his client, pardon. Fail in that respect, and, well, there are stories. None of them with a happy ending. It's funny, though. Someone that would do anything to preserve the honor and integrity of the killer name. So little is known about him, aside from rumors. To the point where many doubt he's even real. But I know he exists. I remember. I would ask if there was something on your mind, but I suppose the answer is obvious enough. Honestly, I don't think we should bother ourselves with this business. Oh? We're just supposed to pretend nothing happened? No, but it might be better to leave it all to the police now. You know, what normal people would do. Considering you had me lie to the police, I think it'd be for the best if we lie low. Nobody forced you to back me up. True, but I'd rather we don't contradict ourselves 2 hours into the investigation. Just avoid that pesky suspicion. It tends to lead to 25 years to life in prison. Only on Wednesdays. That's the Wednesday special. I get the strangest feeling you're not taking this as seriously as you should. Sorry. I am. Still a bit shocked, though. Not every day you get to see a body. It never gets any easier, really. Some detectives we turned out to be. This might be the universe trying to tell us not to do something we're not good at. For your information, I am the best of detectives. Right. And I'm a rock star. You could be. I've seen the way you glance at my sweet air guitar. Yep, we've seen this before. I take it back. You are an ace detective. Glad we agree. Try and get some rest. It'll be better in the morning. I don't think I'll be doing any sleeping tonight. Not after that damn card. Can't just let this go, can I? Like a dog chasing after a car. Are we gonna go into thinking time? Alright then. Let's think about this. Thinking time! Won't bother going through the facts for the 50th time. There's so much questioning, I think I at least have those rights. Got a bunch of puzzle pieces to work with. Going down, putting them together. General direction mine. Good, rough idea of what happened will do. Specific order of events, but right in where to start. In the scene, there's two possible conclusions to draw. Oh, we're gonna play this one: murder or suicide. Actually, before we go back to this, I'm gonna tell him the truth and see what happens. Well, it was like this. I see. So we learn about the letter. Amelia Wonderlay. Huh. Small world. That name actually rings a bell. I feel like we did tell the truth our first time. Anything you can tell us about her? About her incident? Any reason I should? I mean, not like there's much to tell. While their case isn't resolved or anything, it seems pretty open and shut. Miss Wonderlay seems to have committed suicide by overdosing on sleeping pills. Her roommate was out of town at the time, so she was completely alone. Look into things, but so far there doesn't seem to be anything pointing to murder. Oh. Fair enough. Danke. Letter? Posted? No? Yep. So telling Wright the truth didn't seem to change anything. Let's just load back into here. Suicide or murder? Let's try murder. Murder's the only thing that makes any sense here. It has to be it. But, putting the who or why aside for now, the real question is how? Doing the deed, how did the culprit leave the room? So, this piece of information, the key was in the pocket, the key that I found on the body. It's the key to the office, which there's a pretty good chance that it is, by the by. How would the killer have left? The door was locked, after all. And again, even if it's the key to the room, I don't think proving it's the only one to it. Besides, I don't even know for sure if this is the key to the office anyway. So I guess that would solve that. After killing Sternwood, all the killer had to do was leave. The killer. This is the part where I would usually ask myself something like, who could they be? In the end, though, I know the answer, don't I? It was obviously... That doesn't add up. Not just as simple. It's obviously... Can we actually point out Shelley the Killer here? Shelley the Killer. I never thought I'd actually get tangled up in something he's involved in ever again. Destiny really likes to screw with me, doesn't it? Oh well. I'm not going to complain. As long as I get a chance to catch him. I mean, yeah, it's wishful thinking, but... But wait. I shouldn't get ahead of myself. I hate to say it, but there's also one other possibility. The real killer could have left that card there to be found, so blame could be placed on the killer. The chance for it is shockingly small. But is it possible that the killer was framed? Or no way? Huh. We're being swung over to this possibility, so we're gonna save here. And you know what? Let's pivot. The killer was framed. It's... possible. A stretch, don't get me wrong. Counterintuitive, too. And just an all-around bad idea, but stranger things have happened. Frankly, everything about this seems strange so far, anyway. I'll be taking it with a grain of salt, but the killer doesn't have to necessarily be the one behind this. I need to stay rational. Well, this is interesting. I see. So the choice at the beginning seems to have pivoted us to this. The idea that the killer didn't do it. That Shelley the killer is involved, but may have been framed. It's an interesting thought, I suppose. Although, again, I'm not sure if we should get involved. I'm just saying that there's more to this. And I'm just saying that maybe it isn't for us to stick our noses into. The way I see it, I'm personally leaning towards suicide. I don't know all the facts, and neither do you. All the more reason we should look into it. Justice. Listen, if we were to investigate, our first step would be to look into that letter. I mean, we can't exactly go snooping around the crime scene. So can we at least go and look into that? Sure, there's no guarantee that Miss Wonderly's death has anything to do with this, but I think we should, at the very least, see our initial inquiry through. That's a bit hard, considering the only man that can give you answers is dead. We're lawyers, Kristoff. Death's never stopped us before. You're not going to let it go until I agree, are you? I will not, no. What a shame. I was actually looking forward to the weekend. You can have your hair done some other time, for crying out loud. It isn't just the hair, though. It's the nails, too. Hey, you remember that time we were working on that case that involved that Russian? Oh, yep, calling in the favor. Who was it that saved you? Are you still going to bring that up? I bought you dinner for that. Expensive dinner, too. Well, too bad. I'm hungry now. Unfortunately, it's not for food. You've been watching too many movies. It's only right, considering my life is starting to look like one. So, what's the plan for tomorrow? I should have just let you take a taxi. Okay. So we're going into day 2 with a different outlook. And we've seen this before. Unfortunately, Mr. Yavin, I'm afraid I'm unable to give you good news. While the right arm is making massive improvement, its face and the left side of the body will, well, I'm sure you can conclude for yourself. Frankly, the fact that we managed to save as much skin tissue as we did is a miracle all in itself. I've already been told that much, Doctor. I'm more worried about his mental state. Ah. Well, I'm afraid I'll be forced to be the bearer of bad news once more. I see. We're unsure what the cause of it is. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. At the very least, it doesn't appear to happen when he interacts with children. He's actually quite friendly with them. He's even made a friend. I don't suppose I can talk to him? That would be unwise, at least at the moment. I figured as much. Is there any chance of improvement? Possibly. We have to see how he reacts to therapy and medication. So there is a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. That's not a guarantee. I know, but a chance is as good a start as any. Keep me updated. Of course. Interesting little flashbacks and dreams trickled into all of the things. Ugh. Awful sleep is still awful. Ah. But hey, at least I don't feel like throwing up. That's a plus, right? Head hurts, though. That's nice. Kinda wish it was just an intense alcoholic or something, instead of this. Because a hangover doesn't sound like such a bad deal right about now. Damn. It hurts. What does? Yeah. Who said that? Christoph? That you? Sorry, who? Christoph. The guy that you're clearly not. Oh, hello. You're back, day 2. Oh, I don't know. I think I could pass as a Christoph. If I was blind and on cocaine, sure. Well, I don't know about cocaine, but judging by all the pill bottles lying around here, you sure are on something. That's prescribed. Wait, what am I saying? Who are you? How'd you get in here? The door? Same way you did? Pretty sure I locked it. Obviously you didn't. Are you a client? Righto. In that case, sorry. We're closed for the day. What? But I need your help! I'm sure you do. As I said, we're closed. And what are you doing here? Sleeping. It's easier doing it here than going all the way to the other side of town to my place. Far more convenient, especially since Wonderlay's apartment isn't far from here. Do you even work here? Anything to suggest I don't? Your manners? That's just morning grumpiness. Standard stuff. Any case, I can't help you at the moment. Please come back on Monday. But... you can leave your contact information here and we'll get back to you. I need your help now! I need you to help me find someone. You do know that this isn't a detective agency, right? Oof. I want to talk to Christoph. He seems cooler. Wonder if this actually plays into something. In some shape or form. Down the line. Good morning. I trust you managed to find the place okay? Just fine, yeah. Hey, you know any reason someone would think we're a detective agency? Pardon? Never mind. So what's the situation? Can we look around? Let's just say we were lucky. The investigators are gone, but Miss Wonderley didn't live alone. Yeah, I remember right mentioning she had a roommate. Indeed. Luckily I managed to get her to talk to us. Bunch of strangers snooping around. Of course, she's under the impression we're here to talk about insurance. I'm impressed. You should be, especially since I'm doing all the work, despite this being your idea. Sorry, I just wasn't feeling... Relax. I'm joking. Of course it's okay. Besides, you were right. We should give it our best. My own curiosity didn't go away either, after all. As I figured. So shall we? Ladies first. Okay. Think we might, nice place. I suspect this... we're just gonna kinda rush through this somewhat. Because I have a feeling this is probably going to be the same. I hope so. Hello, Helen. Used to cost a fortune. When it's gone, I can't afford it. Welcome. Yeah, that it is. But wait, where are my manners? I'm Helen. Helen Nell, right? That's my name. Don't overuse it. All these kids. And you would be Mr. Gavin? No, that would be the classy, non-distinguished gentleman. Non-disfigured gentleman. Huh? Oh, sorry, I didn't. I made the joke. Relax. I'm Mr. Justice. Apollo Justice. Insurance salesman. The most fitting name for an insurance salesman. Pleased to meet you. Really, it could have been under better circumstances. Yep, charming as always, Justice. Well, you certainly aren't going to win any points with women with those statements. Gentlemen, please, no bickering. Alright, sorry. Alright. Okay, yeah, we pretty much progressed through this with nothing really changing. We got the parking ticket, we got the sleeping pills. Let's think. The facts are simple enough. Traveling salesman stumbles upon Wonderlay's body on the early morning of the 21st. She died from an overdose of sleeping pills by the looks of it. Her roommate, Helen, was out of town and returned on the 22nd. Here's what I know about Wonderlay. One, she was dating someone. An older man. I find it strange that Helen hadn't met him at this point. Surely if your girlfriend died, you'd bother showing up at her doorstep at some point. At the very least, try and find out what happened. Maybe he doesn't know. Then again, it's been a week. Besides, it had to have been weird when he realized she wasn't returning any of his calls. It's all very suspicious. I wonder if the police knows anything about this. Anyway. Second thing I know is that Wonderlay was in heavy debt. That would serve as a pretty good motive for suicide. But it's almost too convincing. Is this really suicide? Alright, we can progress through the usual 3 choices here. I think we're gonna stick with murder, because that seemed like the only way to progress this. No, I don't think so. Timing is too perfect for that. The issue is, if the police seem to think it was suicide, who might I claim otherwise? Gained almost no new information here. I think that would suggest that this was murder. Or wait, maybe I don't need something that would suggest murder, but rather something that would show this might not have been a suicide. Something that points that things might not be as they seem. Do I have something like that? Yeah, sleeping pills. This is really grasping for straws, but what was it that Nell said? Wonderlay never wasted a thing. So why would she have opened it and downed an entire pill bottle when she had one already opened? It sounds ridiculous putting it like that, but I really need something to work with here. If it's something that small, I can still try and demand an explanation. At the very least, that much. Anyway, suggesting this wasn't a suicide, I'm going directly to murder. Another way to look at it. If it had been an accident, I'd be left with the same problem. So then, if this was murder, who would be my most likely suspect? Considering the facts, it must have been... Shelley the killer, naturally. No, I don't see anything connecting that person to the murder. Surely there must be someone. Someone who I can show reasonable doubt against. Who would be my most likely suspect? In fact, it may have been... Helen. To say there's something strange about her. Do I actually have anything pointing to her being the least bit suspicious? Clearly, that's the parking ticket. That parking ticket. I only glanced at it, but I'm sure it was for October 21st. It's also around the region of the city. From what Nell told me, Amelia didn't drive. The only person this could belong to, the only person it would make sense belonging to, would be someone who was supposed to be out of town on the 21st. Yes. Well, only one way to be sure. There! Easy for me to say. Only one way to be sure. Let's take a look. Hey, I thought I told you not to touch that! I was right. This parking ticket, it was issued on the 21st. And it hadn't just been given somewhere around the region of the city. The car in question was Justice, might I remind you that I don't really prefer prisons? What on earth are you doing? And we've overstepped our bounds again. Yes, please, let's stop here. Please, just leave. You obviously don't have anything, or the police would have come here instead of you. I promise there will be no consequences if you just walk away. I would very much appreciate it if I didn't have to deal with this. Why should I just walk away, huh? Justice, you're scaring me a bit here. Please, let's just... Kristoff, we've caught her in a lie. Oh, so what? Do you expect her to confess? Honestly, I'm regretting even agreeing to bring you here. I knew it was a bad idea, yet I did it anyway. Listen to me. You remember the letter, yes? The only one who could have known about Wonderlay's death would have been her killer, no? Sternwood's name is on that letter. Sternwood is dead. There is no connection between Miss Nell and him. A parking ticket does not a murderer make, Justice. She told you. You can prove that she lied, but you can't prove that she was here. We should go. We've wasted enough of Miss Nell's time, I'm sure. Wait, no, Well, naturally. I mean, let's give in. And just bugger off. My head hurts. What's gotten into me? You're right. We should go. You've come to your senses. Good. I hope you're a woman of your word. I won't call the police. Just go. Don't come back, please. I wonder if this will get us into... The hell was that? And we go right into thinking time. So it looks like we're back. Let's say the one thing that seems to have changed is we have Shelley the Killer's profile. And we have that one plot thread. It seems like we're going into the same ending path that we were on before. That letter. So I wonder if we just... Well, let's send it one of these killer. Helen. Yep. Okay, so that's just gonna push us into the normal ending of this path. I mean, we'll stay and see if this ending changes at all. Why? She's obviously hiding something. We can't just... And what do you propose, then? I've just told you that. Sternwood's letter is a problem, yes, but I'm not saying he wasn't involved. Justice. They could have... You're not listening to me, Justice. I've had enough of this. I'm calling the police. Go right ahead. I'm certain they'll be interested in hearing what we found. Oh, for crying out loud. Nothing else, she'll be forced to explain that parking ticket. Good enough for me. Well? Should I even be surprised? Hello, right. I think I'm gonna go with no here. Well, let's see if this changes at all. Well, we're going down to the station, same as before. Okay, now there's the two of us. Here's my view on it. First off, chances are that Nell is going to press charges against you. And you'll have to take the heat for the whole false pretense thing. Turns out you can't barge into people's houses after all. This country, am I right? Alright, I understand. I'm more interested in Nell and her possible connection with Sternwood, though. Right, well... First off, she's completely denying everything regarding the accusation against her. But she lied about her movements that night, but refused to go further than that. She isn't going to win her any points, especially now. Really, your timing couldn't have been better. Huh? That toxicology report didn't turn up anything strange. Second examination of the body did. Found signs of a struggle on her wrists and strange marks on her neck. Hmm. Now, the way this concluded before, she was dead in her cell from apparent suicide. If anything's going to change, it's going to be there. Whoa, how would you miss that? My current suspicion is that the coroner is actually the janitor with a lab coat. So, that this was murder? Strong possibility. Considering her lie, Miss Nell is our primary suspect. She can deny it all she wants, but even at this stage, I can see the guilt in her eyes. Interesting. And Sternwood? That's where we've hit a roadblock. We're still stuck on the first question. Determining between murder and suicide. On one hand, if we assume it's suicide, then where's the gun? Couldn't find it anywhere on the scene. And on the other hand, the only key to the office was in Sternwood's pocket. It was a locked room after all. The door was locked and the windows were closed when you showed up. So how would the killer have left? I see. Sternwood's death went from strange timing to downright bizarre, it seems. I guess the only thing we could do is keep looking into it. I have theories. Leads I need to look into. Need any help? After you're stunned. Nah. You got nerve, I'll give you that, kid. Hey, just asking. I mean, thanks to me, you now have an extremely crucial piece of evidence. Nell could have gotten rid of it at any time. To be fair, you did get lucky. And the method in which you did it is unacceptable. Right. Sorry for asking. Just the way it is? Sorry. Of course you are. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Already forgotten about me? How disappointing. Ooh. I expected more, honestly. You were so excited when you saw my card, and then... what? You decided it was planted there? Truly disappointing. Of all the conclusions you could have reached, you chose the complicated one. And now at the first sign of a conclusion, you just went to sleep. You didn't even look back and think about it. Truly sad. Tell me, is there a reason for that? Is there a reason you chose these kinds of options? Do you like to be proven wrong? Or do you just want an excuse to let your imagination run wild? Why did you get yourself involved, I wonder? Who is Sternwood to you? Nobody. It obviously wasn't for him. I thought it was for me, but evidently not. So why? Why do you chase all these rabbits? Wonderland isn't meant for you, dear. All you get is the real world. Poor you, right? Ooh, you think you can forget me, do you? I suppose it's time for me to refresh your memory. I had a dream about the killer last night. It should come as a surprise that I woke up with a headache. I should have even had Christoph drive me to my place. Oh, Apollo's place. Being in the office or at home, it's all the same. Just more headaches. Oop. Oh, hello. Sorry I'm late. Christoph? You there? That's weird. You should be here at this point. Christoph? Weird. So something smells like... garlic? Weird. Where's it coming from? Oopsie daisy. Wait, is that? Oh no. Christoph? Christoph, are you here? That smell. It's coming from the bathroom. Christoph, you in there? Christoph, open up. Christoph, open the door. Christoph. Kristoff! Wonderland simply isn't meant for everyone, don't you know? End. So, we pursued Shelley to kill her by presenting the card to Wright at the beginning. But we went with suicide. And essentially, part of me wonders if something may have changed if we went through with... No, because that would have probably gotten us to the true ending of the path, where it's... Kristoff revealed as Amelia's killer and such. So I dropped a save here. So we go back to last decision. Where will this take us? Okay, it'll take us to leave or stay. So what's the next set of decisions we should make here? Feels like... Though I wonder if we showed off both telling the truth and lying like a dog to Wright, and I actually kept going this run telling the truth. So what if we start over, show the card, lie like a dog, and then follow the same series of events? Okay, this is different. So I'm still showed the killer's card to Wright and lied like a dog to him. Which means that... Oh no, hello. Hello, Emma. Not only did you walk straight into an ongoing investigation, you did so under false pretenses and threatened one of the suspects of the case. For the last time, I didn't threaten anyone. Emma, she was lying. I only... See, the problem here is that you lied, too. I understand. I'm willing to take the heat here. Nobody's really asking whether or not you're willing to take it, you know. You just do. Honestly, I'm not sure how you could have let this happen, Mr. Gavin. Yet of all the people to make stupid decisions, I'm not sure how you... I won't shy away from my own involvement in the matter. It was an error in judgment. A major one. I simply hadn't expected it would take the direction it did. I thought. Well, what you thought doesn't really matter right now. We still don't know whether Nell will be pressing charges. My guess, probably not. Still. Look, I just want to know about the ticket. I passed it on to the detective in charge. What happens next is up to him, which is just fine with me. You can be certain that, either way, he will not be kept in the loop. That would include the investigation regarding Sternwood's death. I mean, geez, what's gotten you so riled up about this, Apollo? Absolutely nothing. That's the problem. Rather you didn't speak on my behalf. I did what I had to do. If I'd left the parking ticket there, she would have eventually gotten rid of it on her own. She wasn't exactly going to just let me take it. That doesn't excuse your behavior, you fool! You're a lawyer! You should have known better! Oi, settle down there. I'm not sure that Apollo is the only jumpy one here. We're all a bit heated. My head hurts. Sorry. It just seemed like the right thing to do. I know. I'm sorry as well. Not sure what I was thinking either. My head really hurts. I'll take you home. You really do need some rest. Oh, this is new. Can I even approach him? I believe you can, yes. His condition has improved since last time. We suspect that Mr. Justice's episodes of paranoia manifest themselves temporarily. Out of nowhere, his brain will simply take the pieces in front of him and connect them. Pieces that aren't even there. Oh, this is interesting. I believe I know what paranoia is, Doctor. Ah, my apologies, of course. So this is why he attacked me the last time. Indeed. Your likeness must have been what set him off. Later we showed him the photos of you and your brother. He showed no reaction and managed to distinguish the two of you just fine. And he showed no strong emotions toward either of you. At least nothing close to the aggression he exhibited earlier. I see. Is this the result of some brain damage, or... That is our best guess. Obviously, due to the fire, his brain has been cut off from its supply of oxygen for some time. Frankly, considered a miracle he's retained the many functions he has. Really, as far as physical ones go, all that's really been affected is his sense of smell. Ah? Psychological ones, though. Paranoia is... extremely specific, though, isn't it? The mind is a strange thing, Mr. Gavin. I suppose so. Thank you, Doctor. I think I'm going to try to talk to him, then. It would be a shame if I went to the trial and didn't get a chance to even hear his side of the story. I imagine so, Mr. Gavin. So he was involved in a trial. He was horribly attacked and burned. And the one who did it to him appears to have been Shelley the Killer. Interesting. So the question is, what do we do now? I think that's kind of covered our bases. We have the killer route in terms of things we can do. I think I have a save loaded up where we can... That one choice where we went with murder, and then maybe the killer was framed? And we said, yeah, maybe, instead of nah. Let's see if I can find the right save. Ooh. Nope. This... Let's go back here. Murder. So, I had the culprit leave the room. Could save the key. Shelley the Killer. Oh well. Not gonna complain. Catch him. Just thinking, but wait. Just get ahead of myself. No way. What the hell's wrong with me? Of course it was him. It had to have been. There are no two ways about it. Shelley the Killer. This was your work. Maybe this is really when he'll get his just desserts. And maybe this is when I finally get some answers for what happened that day. Hey, big bro. Jeez. I told you don't have to call me that. That's why I'll keep using it. Of course. Why am I not surprised? Oh? So what's up? So, I heard you're leaving soon. Ash. Yeah. Next Monday. So, you're cured? In a sense, I guess. Why are you still wearing those bandages if you're cured? Oh. Not all things can be cured. What'd you say? Nothing. Really, I wasn't actually here because of the bandages, huh? Well, that's what they told me, at least. That's not what you said when, well, I thought I was here because of them, but turns out I was a bit mistaken. And now they have no choice but to let me go. I don't get it. Sorry. I'm not the greatest with words, you know? That's because you don't have a mouth. I don't? How am I talking to you now, then? I don't know. Magic? Right. And how can you be bad with words? I heard the doctors say that all lawyers are good with words. That's, I'm not really experienced at the moment. Still have a lot to learn. You're too old for school. Hey, my hair still ain't gray. You're taller than me, though. So? Well, anyone taller than me is older than me. And I'm pretty old myself. So that makes me an old fart. Well, almost. You're definitely a fart, though. Thanks, kid. Always got your back, big bro. Well, that was cute. I'm gonna miss you. I'll miss you too. Ugh. What a weird dream. Yet it's one of the best ones I've had in a while. Huh. Honestly, considering the killer's involvement, I was sure I was in for a never-ending nightmare. Maybe Christoph was right. Actually, going home to sleep helps. I'm not going to be able to fall asleep anymore, will I? Well, might as well start planning for tomorrow, then. Oh. This is going somewhere. Detective Wright's not here? Sorry, he headed out about 2 hours ago. Damn. You know when he'll be back? He said he wasn't feeling too well, so I don't think you'll be able to talk to him today. Oh, come on. Could pass on a message if you want me to. No. No, that's okay. Just my freaking luck. Now what do I do? Can't just sit around. Every moment is a moment wasted. Christ, for all I know, the killer could be out of the country by now. There'd be something I can do. Some way to help. Alright, let's just think about this. Wright knows about the card. The killer must be on their suspects list. So maybe he's already gotten into contact with Interpol or something. Should mean that he's already gotten some information about him. And if I'm right, that info should still be on his desk. Wonder if I can take a quick peek without anyone noticing. Whoa, that's quite a few case files there. Is Wright slacking off or something? Just great. That's exactly the kind of detective he needed investigating the killer. A slacker. There's the card. And under it, there's a note. Possible locations? A bunch of addresses are listed here. Almost all of them have been crossed out. And the remaining is circled. A warehouse. I wonder, could this be a lead on the killer? Sure, for all I know, Wright is looking for a place to buy a nice hot tub, but at the very least I could check it out. I had nothing to lose anyway. It's on my way home. Alright then, let's do this. Oh my. Okay. Might not have been quite on the way home. See, it's times like these that I wish I knew how to drive. Well, that or that I could just call Christoph over and get him to do it. I'd rather keep him out of this. Doesn't exactly like bringing the killer up. He just wants to forget what happened. And I respect that. I know it felt like we were, getting too close. We were starting on something big here. I want to do a slight variation of this route and see if we get somewhere different. Is that going to a warehouse? I guess actually deciding that Shelley the killer is the killer feels like a sort of final conclusion. And I want to make sure we've got all the answers we want before that. And I don't actually know if we there's like a story lock. If this is the true route and we need more information elsewhere. But we got one ending that was one piece of the puzzle. It's like, is this another piece of the puzzle, or is this a true route? I don't know. So we're going to try a different variation of this and see if anything changes. Okay, we're back here. Detective Wright's down here. No, that's okay. It's my freaking luck. Now what do I do? Can't just sit around. Every moment is a moment wasted. Christ, for all I know, the killer could be out of the country by now. There'd be something I can do, some way to help. Alright, let's just think about this. Who knows about the case? This. Okay, we're just going down the same path here. So, the only thing I changed was telling the truth and lying. There's the card. There's a note. Possible locations, which addresses. Warehouse. I'm gonna lose anyway. I'll check it on my way home. Alright, let's do this. Well, we're back here. Okay. I've been quite on my way home. These times like this, I wish I knew how to drive. Well, that, or that I could just call Kristoff over and get him to do it. I'd rather keep him out of this. It isn't exactly like bringing the killer up. You're supposed to forget what happened, and I respect that. I can't forget. Oh, hello. Need to be careful. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. Literally. The coast seems clear. A path, huh? I think I can see a light in the distance. Wait. Is that? Oh. It's a body bag. Hello? What the hell? You insane, Justice? Keep your trap shut. Is there an actual dead body in there? Oh no. Oh no. Detective Wright. He's... Oh god. Looks like he was shot in the head. He's cold. Like, really cold. If he's been kept in a freezer, he was dead before I even reached the station. Shit. What have I gotten myself into? What the hell is up ahead? Why am I still here? I should run. Jesus, Wright's dead. No. I need to make sure nobody's here before I call the police. If he's here, then I might not have another chance to catch him again. What the hell is this place? Base of some kind. Not just anyone's. I can already see a stack of calling cards out of the corner of my eye. This is the killer's hideout, alright. Recording equipment, computers, photos, guns even. Speaking of photos, Sternwitz is here. So is Wright's. And Kristoff's? And mine. Oh. Ah. Well, this is unexpected. How did you get here? You've made things quite a bit complicated now. What on earth should I do with you? Don't really want to kill you, but I wonder if I'm left with any choice. A great dilemma. A great dilemma indeed. Ooh, the path ahead is locked. You do not know everything you should. Return when you are truly ready. And we can only start over. Okay, so I think it's pretty safe to say that both cases, telling the truth and lying to right, get us this story lock. Which is good, because this felt like it's on a serious path. So what else do we got going for us right now? We got... really the only thing left we can try and do is alternate between murder-suicide and try and show different stuff to write. Because we can probably show him the letter and the key and see if he reacts to them and see how that changes the story going forward. As we didn't suggest anything before, and we just wound up on the default route, accusing of Amelia Wonderlay's case. So I wonder if the key in the letter will get us focused more on Sternwood. That feels like the other piece of the puzzle we need to figure out. Obviously, by going this way, we got some interesting hints as to what the overall story is, but we definitely shouldn't be here yet. Not yet. We still have more to learn about how these two deaths tie together.